In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the ink title text effect. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see here, I have a video which I'm going to be using for the background of this text. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my text title here. Click on that, and I'm going to go over to titles. So just open that up, and you're going to go ahead and search for ink. So search for that. So ink. And as you can see, we have two different options here that we can pick from. This is the first one, and this is the second one. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this first one here, which is called ink title 1. So click, drag, and drop this on top of your video or the timeline. All right, so let's go ahead and preview this. Pretty cool here. So now to customize this ink title, I'm going to go ahead and double click on the text itself, and I'm going to go ahead and click on advanced. Cool. So there's two things happening here. If we look on our little timeline here that we have, on the top is going to be the text, right? And this little brighter area here is going to be where the intro effect is. And you also have the ability to add an outro effect as well. Now on the bottom here is going to be the preset video. The preset video is going to be that white background here that's actually animated. So if I play this, look at that. This white background is going to be the preset video. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to change that or try to customize it. You're not going to be able to do that because it's a preset video. It's not something that has components that we can update. Okay. Now for the text here, if you double click on the text, click on the text, you can actually change this. So say I wanted to change this to maybe something like right. You also have the ability to change the font, right? I'm gonna leave it as is. You can increase the font itself, right? And you can also position this by moving it across the screen until you find these guides here on the screen. Okay, right here I'm gonna leave it as is. You can also increase even the background video here, which is our preset video. You can increase the size of that as well, right? And you can reposition it. Okay, this repositioned, make it a little bigger. And then reposition it. Okay, another thing you can do here is going to be this little animation area here. So if I play this, this is the duration of the animation. So if I want this to be a lot quicker, I can lower this kind of like that, make it a little smaller. And I want you to pay attention to how fast this goes. Okay, it goes really fast, kind of like that, pretty quick here. But if I wanted to make it a little slower, I would just increase this area here. You see how slow it actually goes here. Okay, pretty slow. Now if you wanted to add an outro, if you go to the end of this here and you want to move your cursor until it has the double arrows, right? And you want to click and drag here. Now it's going to create a space for an outro. So if I click this, look at that, it fades out the text. Okay, now you also have the ability to actually change the animation here that the text is using. So if you go over to animation here on the right side, click on animation, we have three different options here, but really what you need is to use these two here. The first one is going to be the in, which is the intro, which is this part here. You also have the out, which is the outro of the animations. Okay, so if I wanted to apply one of these, let's apply something like this here, the jump from I'm going to go ahead and download that, select that. Now that's going to be applied as soon as I select it, right? It's for the outro. I'm going to go ahead and hit out. I'm going to do leap down. I'm going to download that, click on it, download. Now if I play this, you're gonna see my new intro and my outro. Okay, you can see that on there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and disable these, right? If you want to disable these animations here, you can just go to my intro here. I'm gonna click none. Right now I don't have an intro anymore. Do none for outro, kind of like that. It's going to take us back to our default, right? This is what we have as a default. It's going to reset it. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the outro. And one of the things you want to do here is you always want your text to match the preset video, right? It wouldn't make sense for your text to start at the beginning. I'm going to move this at the beginning because you kind of like want the background to show up first. So that is why you kind of like have the text starting a little bit after the preset video here. Okay, let's play that. Look at that. Pretty cool here. So what I would do is I would just make this longer just for dramatic effect. Make this as long as I can. So it starts by real slow. All right, pretty cool here. Once you're done, go ahead and hit apply and go ahead and hit OK. And there we go. Now we have our preset here. So if I double click on this, I can actually go over to video and you can lower the, so if I select the background, instead of selecting the text, I want to select this background video here, which is our preset video. You can actually lower kind of like the opacity of the video, right? So if I go over to compositing here and I'm gonna lower this opacity here so that you can, it's kind of like a see-through, right? Because just a little bit here, so we make it a little bit of see-through. Let's make this solid 80, right? Solid 80, close that. Go ahead and hit OK, and there we go. Look at that. So pretty simple to use. That is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.